Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a read for you, and this is going to be for your weeklies coming out on Wednesdays, okay? So let's see, we're going to see what wants to kind of come up to the surface. This will be for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs, all right? It's a general read, so it might not resonate with everyone, but I do hope that there is something that you can take with you, okay? If you'd like a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com over here, and we will go ahead and get you going, okay? My schedule has now opened a bit for those, so what I'm doing is if it's open on my calendar, that means that it's available, okay? So there you have it. So let's see what wants to come up for you here. This is going to be a general read, so we don't know what's going to come up, but we'll see what wants to kind of move forward here. Here we go. This is your current situation right now. Now, please continue your likes, your subscribes, and shares, and note your comments below because I do read them, okay? All right, sounds good. So let's see here. You're creating a new revolution, okay? A new way of being, Taurus, your own revolution here, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. There is, yeah, I think that it's almost as if right now, it's don't compare yourself to anyone else but yourself. Be your own unique person moving forward, because that's the only way that you can create your own revolution, right? You can't do things you know, like everyone else, right? You can't be doing the same things as everyone else. You kind of have to go against the grain a little bit. So what this is calling you to do is, at this particular moment in this situation, create this revolution, okay? Now, it could have to do with a person, place, or thing, all right? So that's what's coming into play. Don't compare yourself with others, as well as what this is also talking about too, okay? Because sometimes we get into, a lot of us can get into the habit of doing that and not really knowing, you know, sometimes it's just kind of not catching us ourselves. But one person's way or journey is very different than your own, Taurus. And you know this, but this is basically saying is that don't compare yourself to anyone else, you know, and that's going to be really, really key. This is about, at times when you create a revolution, this is about going through some planning stages so you can actually have that harvest and really truly move forward. So that's what it wants to let you know, okay? And keep in mind too is that, you know, just kind of, it's almost as if it's like the Wheel of Fortune, where there's no beginning or end. There's just a transformation that takes place. So that's what this wants to let you know too, is that there is, on your journey, there's no point of climax that you'll hit. There is this consistent growing and this consistent moving and this energy that consistently shifts. And quite frankly, you know, your revolution is all about your journey, okay, right? It's not about getting to some certain point and then ending and then stopping at, you're going to look back when you're at that point and still know that you're on your journey still moving, and it was all about the journey. So that's what this card wants to let you know, that, you know, create your own revolution is one of the key things, okay? You know, that's what wants to shine through, okay? Be your own unique self, okay? You know, shine like never before, okay? So if you're looking to start something new, start a new business, start a new endeavor, you know, maybe you're starting to date for the first time. You're kind of getting ready to kind of understand how to do that and kind of take those steps in terms of how to do that. This is saying is that that you can begin, and it takes one single step to move forward, but be your unique self, okay? Really want, because that's what brings value to the situation and to your own revolution, okay? And that's how it differs from everyone else's too, right? Okay. So that's what seems to come. So it's about creating your revolution, all right? What are the challenges or obstacles that are holding you back? Okay. Expectations, okay? Expectations are what are holding you back at this particular time. And this is saying is that the expectations you have, is it from someone else? Is it your own expectations that might be standing in the way of creating your own revolution? Do you think you have to be at a certain place or at a certain point in life? This is saying is not to look into that. There's a deeper meaning behind this, okay? And what's interesting here is that you've got a dragonfly on the back of this person, which is such a spiritual type of insect. It's quite interesting. This is about, now you've got emotional and spiritual maturity that is coming into place here, okay? So, especially in terms of your revolution. So it's like throwing your expectations aside. Anyone else's expectations aren't going to work, okay? This is about you. This is about coming forward and creating your own unique revolution and dropping the expectations, because you have matured spiritually, mentally, you've matured, right? And this is saying that you've recognized that there is a deeper meaning of life. There is such a deeper meaning of life. And I think that's creating this revolution inside you, knowing things don't have to be the same as they were before. I can make the wheels turn just like the change of seasons and just like the wheel of fortune. And I can keep moving and transforming myself and maturing, myself here. So dragonflies are actually considered very good luck. And they're at times, they're the wings behind you to tell you, go with the flow, okay? So whatever is the revolution that's billowing up inside you, this is saying, go with the flow, that the universe and Mother Nature in some way, shape, or form has got your back moving forward to help you fly. And that's what's coming into play here. So it is a source of emotional maturity as well, right now in this situation, right? So, yeah, it's beautiful. If a dragonfly lands on you like it does here, it definitely means good luck, okay? Just note that, all right? So that is the challenge, is to fly and take the expectations and throw that off your back and allow Mother Nature in the spiritual and your source to let you fly with greater ease, because now you can fly. Now you can fly because you're lighter. If a dragonfly can carry you now and fly, which is almost as if that's what's kind of coming into play here, then that means that you're letting go of these expectations so they don't weigh you down, okay? All right, so dropping expectations and moving forward. So let's see what is in your past situation that may be impeding you from moving forward, okay? Anything else that wants to come through, any obstacles from the past, okay? Let's see what this is, okay? What is that? Core, okay, interesting. This is about having confidence in yourself. So this is about your core chakra, your solar plexus here. That's what it's talking about. So what I see from this is, look at this. This is actually, what does your core being calling you to do? Because there's a lot of fire in your belly that wants to come out. And it's almost as if that you are kind of, like I said, getting rid of any past expectations and creating your own revolution on whatever that looks like. And revolution could be the same word for like your own journey and your own path and that type of thing. But that's what I see moving forward, okay? And maybe it was the expectations of a person, place, or thing, okay? And what comes to picture is almost that Emperor card, right? You know, that's very strict, right? And is not into the emotions so much, more into the logic, right? So, and that's what I'm seeing, you know, kind of coming through here, right? So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. Yeah. Interesting. Very stable, you know, grounded, protector, being rigid and stubborn. I think that you're kind of getting rid of some of these expectations and letting them, you know, it's kind of bubbling up inside you. And you've been enlightened, you know, you've just been enlightened. And now you're, it's about gaining more confidence in terms of moving forward. So make sure that you're clearing your solar plexus in terms of doing some meditation of some sort, because it's going to create ease. It's going to help you let go of a lot of the energies that are going in your body that are kind of billowing up, you know, to create this revolution, right? but it's spurring out and letting you become a lot lighter, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. That's what's coming into play. How interesting. That's what I see coming through. This is really amazing, right? Yeah. Wow. So it's the heart. The heart is playing a role in this too, because you see that there's a lot of passion in here, and it has to go through the throat here as well. So maybe you're finding the truth of your own self, and then the hotter that it gets, that it moves up in your body, the more explosive that it gets. So it's almost like if you find out the truth of something, that it's creating this dynamic within you, almost as if this this kind of I don't know, I can't even think of it, but this just, it's reached kind of its point where now you have nothing left other than to be in your truth, and in your understanding and hearing the truth because of this emotional and spiritual understanding. So yeah, so this is about just, you know, knowing the truth, standing in your truth. You might be hearing the truth in a situation, and that's what I see that's coming through. You're getting to the core of the issue, okay? So the core of your own self, the core of the situation, and it's coming to light, okay? Coming to light, all right? So let's see what your outcome is here, okay? What is that? It could be, like I said, a relationship, a certain situation, but that's what I see. Yeah, reading of the expectations. All right, let's see what wants to come out in your overall connection. Okay, I do believe that it of course, it might have to do with a past connection, a current connection of some sort, where you maybe felt lost in the waters of emotion. But I do get connection here. Yeah. So it's almost as if that you are, how do I want to say this? You could take a look at its connection, right? And you can see that it's like in the sea of emotion, right? There's a sea of emotions there. There's a starfish there. Fives are about change. So emotionally that you've been changing, but that's nothing that we didn't already talk about there, right? But it's almost as if through all this chaos, you know, that's happening here, and through all of this, this billowing up of this energy to where it just spurts out like a volcano at the top of your head spiritually, that now you've been illuminated, that now you're losing yourself, but in losing yourself, what happens is you actually find yourself. Yeah, hence that revolution. Wow, that of which it was hidden is now coming to the surface, right? And that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. So in this process, just, you know, surrender and be vulnerable, you know, as it relates to this situation, because it's moving into some sort of deeper understanding emotionally, in this, because you're in the sea, and you can just see your face. You can just kind of like see the eyes that are kind of popping through here. But it is about let the pain and let the suffering and of others have a home in your heart, and just accept another without reservation. But and that means accepting yourself as well. Okay, so whatever that you found the core truth of in a certain situation, you're learning to find the core truth in yourself. Okay. But whatever it is, it has created some sort of revolution within you, and things will never be the same again. Things will never be the same, okay? Things will never be the same again, which is quite interesting. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting here, which is quite interesting. There is a sense of clarity that is now is shining through, and it's about accepting yourself and accepting another without a reservation, and having the clarity that you needed but you didn't have before. Okay, yeah, it is a rewiring and a revision of something old that now is being rewired and being revised to something new that is leading you to even greater heights, right? Greater heights. That's moving you forward on your path. This is actually quite beautiful here. Yeah. And with that, this is about just giving yourself the space to make that happen, okay? Give yourself the space to be vulnerable in this situation and in this situation. Now, this is going to resonate for some of you. It may not be for everyone, but that's what I'm seeing that's coming through here. Yeah, because once you allow that space and you become vulnerable within this sea of emotions, whatever information or situation that has taken place, not only is it growth that you're growing from this, but it's going to bring out your brilliance as well, okay? Your own unique brilliance, hence the revolution that I see here, because that's all about being your unique self in the process, right? So sometimes we need that friction to come through, or to rub and to rub against and to go against the grain, to allow us to kick back, right? And to be aware and have a learning experience take place. So note your comments below on what this resonates for you. Like I said, it might not resonate with everyone. It's a little bit it's a little crazy, but sometimes you have to turn up the heat on a certain situation, and and to rewire and to let this kind of explode within you, in this process, to really come out and appreciate this time right here of looking into the light and feeling lighter and moving forward with just greater ease. So I see this sense of calm in this. Look at, there's a rainbow, and it's like this. It's like there's gold at the end of that. It's almost like this rainbow effect, right? It is balanced in all the chakras, almost in every way, shape, or form that you see on this card at the very, very end. So quite beautiful. So, all right, guys. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week. Note your comments below. And until then, namaste.